Hey everyone, this is Udita, Product Manager, IBM App Connect Enterprise. In the previous videos, we have thoroughly explored what MCP is and why it is important for securely providing real enterprise context to AI agents. For a quick recap, I have also included a summary slide highlighting the key concepts and benefits of MCP. In this video, we will focus on a practical use case, invoice automation. Manual invoice generation is often time consuming and prone to errors. This can lead to delays in billing, reduced efficiency, and lack of standardization. To address this, I built an MCP layer that exposes enterprise invoice automation capabilities as structured tools which can be integrated with any AI agent. These tools are backed by REST APIs developed using IBM App Connect Enterprise Toolkit, where the core workflows handle data enrichment, validation, and persistence. By combining MCP with these APIs, an AI agent can orchestrate invoice generation using predefined skill files, ensuring consistent and accurate outputs. First, let's look at solution architecture. At a high level, the flow begins with a user request such as generate an invoice for this order ID, which is handled by an AI agent. The AI agent acts as the orchestration layer and communicates with the backend services through MCP-exposed tools. Within the MCP layer, multiple API endpoints are available, each responsible for a specific function in the invoice lifecycle. These APIs interact with underlying databases, ensuring that needed information is retrieved. The agent processes responses from MCP tools, applies the defined structure as given in the skill file, and generates a finalized invoice. Here in ACE Toolkit, I have implemented the invoice automation solution as a REST API application. The project is structured into multiple message flows, each corresponding to a specific stage of invoice lifecycle. The new order endpoint is used to create and enrich order data by fetching customer and product details from their respective databases. The new product and customer endpoint allows adding new product or customer data when required. The save order endpoint persists the processed order, while the get order endpoint retrieves stored order details. Finally, save invoice endpoint handles invoice persistence. Let's start the integration node and go to its web user interface. I have my REST API project deployed in my node on server 1, and here we can see this. Now we will go on and create an MCP server, make selections of port and the tools we want to expose, and we have our MCP ready. I am using IBM Bob version 2 for AI agent, and I have already connected the MCP I just created. Let's start with prompting. As we can see, the agent is able to list all the tools exposed from our MCP. For generating an invoice for an existing order, the agent leverages the relevant skill to enforce a consistent format and invokes MCP tool to retrieve the necessary order details. It then produces an HTML artifact within the workspace, representing the finalized invoice. From this HTML canvas, a PNG version can also easily be downloaded. In this step, a new order is created through the agent. Behind the scenes, the agent orchestrates multiple API calls. If a valid error occurs, it provides option for user and acts accordingly. This demonstrates that agent is not limited to retrieval but can also execute complex transactional workflows. Now we generate an invoice for the newly created order. While an AI agent can generate invoices without a predefined skill, such outputs tend to be inconsistent, which is not suitable for enterprise use where standardization is essential. That is why notice that the output follows the same exact structure and formatting as the previous invoice. Ultimately, this is about bringing AI closer to real enterprise operations. By combining App Connect's integration capabilities with MCP, we create a bridge where AI agents can interact with business systems in a structured, dependable, and production ready manner. That is all for this video. Thank you.